Jake Funk got new gear,
We're going old school, man.
Before you start.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet.
We got a snowstorm.
Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Paris Campbell now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, he may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And down he goes at the 49.
Get it, Jake.
Pickup. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, Funk. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 44. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, my God. Whatever.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Whatever, man. There's no way you can jump over my shoulder like
less than
that.
ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Running with Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Yeah, this is so hard to freaking see, man.
Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Oh, my God. Are you
And
kidding
a great
me?
job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe
Damn.
the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That's caught right side by Mims. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Hands it off out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. It's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Dude, that football was taking some weird bounces, man.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC.
No shot, bro.
Playoff preview down the line.
It should have been in the damn backfield.
About this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because
2-yard loss.
It's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence will throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, wow. Go line, huh?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown Jaguars. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Campbell returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's more. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket, firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run on first down. Funk. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
Bad pass, Dak. God dang it. It was there, man. Quit sailing the fucking pass.
Richard Sherman. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard
Wow.
line.
Throw the ball.
Interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December.
Is that his first or second team?
January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys
that's right.
clinch the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he'll work this
Unbelievable,
for
man.
about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away. And incomplete.
I didn't even see my guy, man.
Like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On first down, Funk. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option
Smart
here but
protect
to
that
throw
way and
away.
everything.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range, but they're going to go for it. Now Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, Prescott.
This is insane, dude.
Reception. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get
three
neither.
fucking
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down at 4. Again, it's Kamara.
Oh my God, this is throwing forward, man.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh my God, there's no way.
Let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
No way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alvin Kamara, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's Coleman now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott.
We'll get this to Jake Funk out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all.
Nothing
Challenging
fancy,
that
they said.
defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to the running back, Funk. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And a short gain down to about the 33.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And they'll bring him down after just a short
God,
pickup.
how is he not in the freaking end zone?
Now it's 3rd and goal. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Coleman is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure getting swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now it's Hyde on the return.
I don't even know what the fuck happened there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
His way through contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because
this is insane, man.
That are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Really fucking...
They run it again with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Looking to throw, Lawrence rolling to his right.
This is such dog shit.
DJ Shark.
Oh my God.
End zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Shark, his 6th touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point.
God damn.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fucking retarded, man.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his big tight end here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Oh, here we go.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On the Jets sweep, here comes Chark. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the Jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Where's everybody at?
To the sideline, and he's got it.
I don't know.
They say the feet are down, yes.
Sitting here tired of getting fucked
That'll be a
over.
1st down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara
There goes again.
They find some open field here. 136 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd down and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome Yeah, third down, but they are in field goal range already. Now Lawrence.
How is that not a flag?
Complete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps.
Oh my God!
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Campbell returning it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard.
This damn last drive here.
Sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
Fuck out of here, man.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
They'll try and throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Campbell returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To throw, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Well, I tell you what, man, when it rains, it pours.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. A give. This is Kamara. And he is going to have have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, it's a big win here as they move to 11.
Oh, it's official.
And they'll get another road
I
test
hate
next.
snow games. I cannot see. I screwed up multiple times.
Yeah, that was definitely a snow game right there.
They got bailed out several times too, man. That's just how you can only overcome so much.
Well,
And I didn't help it. I ain't gonna lie though, that snow kind of messed with my eyes. Hell, one time he hit my dude in the freaking forehead with a pass.
yeah.
And I didn't even see my guy. I didn't even know he was there. Unbelievable.